All right, guys, it's Jenna here, the founder of Fill Your Books, and this is one of our awesome Inner Circle students, Sass. She's been with us for a while now, and I'm so stoked to pick her brain a little bit and learn more about her. So tell us a little bit about you, how you got started with hair, and all that kind of stuff.
Well, I think everybody starts by cutting their own hair. So
Right, of
definitely
course.
in high school, I got a really tragically awful haircut. And it was like the first time my parents let me pick the hairstyle that I wanted. So I was like really excited.
Oh, no,
And
and those hurt the most. Those really dig the deepest.
she was like, "Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about." Gave me the exact opposite. And so after crying and locking myself in the bathroom with scissors, I presented my first creation, and
That's awesome.
and it looked great. So I was like, you know what? I kind of like this. I think I could
Like,
do
I
this.
can do that. That's so funny because usually it's like, oh, I cut my sister's hair, I cut my Barbie's hair. It's like, but no, fixed my own damn hair this time.
I went in on myself. So after like I was nearing senior year, and I was just like, you know what? I don't really think college is for me. And my sister's really smart in academics, so my parents are like trying to push me on this path, and I was like, I'm just creative. My room has like artwork and like Sharpie all over the
Sounds
walls.
like
So
my life story. We live in the same boat.
I don't think, I think, so I actually presented my parents with like a presentation.
Like a
And it was,
PowerPoint. I love it. That's so awesome.
I don't remember if I had the full PowerPoint, but I was like, okay, I have a plan. And if you can just trust me for 1 year, I want to try this because I really think that this is for me. And if it doesn't work out, I'll go to college. Like you
Yep.
win. But I just really think that this might be a better path for me. And so I moved 2 months after I graduated high school. I moved to Santa Monica and I went to the Toni and Guy Hairdressing Academy.
Awesome.
And that was it. Like I got there and I was like, these are my people. This is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. Like I'm never gonna be in a cubicle. I'm so
Yeah.
happy I found this. Like thank
Oh,
God.
that's so awesome. And you're an
So
educator for Toni and Guy now, right? That's
yes.
awesome. That's so cool. How long have you been doing that for?
I've been educating. This will be my fifth year, I think. So it was like such an honor. They just called us and we're like, so we're like trying to roll out this new thing with like part-time educators, so we
Uh-huh.
can get like real life salon experience. So you're in the salon, but you're still coming to bring like those
Yeah.
live salon techniques, which
Mm-hmm.
is really awesome. So
Yeah. You get the best of both worlds. That way you don't have to miss out. Because I know so many of my friends who have went into education and like, but then they like crave being in the salon more again because they're like traveling all the time. Get
yeah,
it back. Okay,
yeah.
so then that was your little hair journey story. I know we all have, it's such a similar thing of like you got there and then you're like, this is the answer. Like I never knew, but this is it. So fast forward a little bit. How did you stumble upon Fill Your Books and what did life like look like for you at that point?
So I was at two W2 salons, actually three, and then I was like at the second one I had hit a wall. I wasn't growing. The salon I was at was not supporting me.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, I need to like get my big girl pants on and we need
Yep.
to do something else. So
Yeah.
I jumped ship and I let go of my entire female clientele and I changed locations and went to an all men's salon.
Oh, wow.
And um, I didn't even know how to use clippers. I was like, you're smart. You can figure this out.
You got
You
it.
got it. So I sat next to the best person in the salon, who is currently like my hair best friend.
I love
And
it.
we just hit it off and she taught me everything that she knew. And I loved it there. But the boss didn't really have a good idea on how to run a business and got a little complicated.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I kind of backed myself into a corner in a way, but I was happy that I was like, okay, we're gonna go rental. You can do
Yeah.
it. And I surprisingly like never really had, everyone has a couple bad weeks, but
Yep.
it was pretty smooth. And I just was like jamming all of your guys' like free webinars and like how to build and like all this stuff. And I was just gathering like Britt Siva and who's the other girl? There's another girl I always watch, and I gathered like all of the free information that I possibly could.
Right.
And I would grow, and then I finally hit a point where I was like, okay, I can't get past, like, I'm just under 4,000 followers. I'm like hitting a wall, and I want to expand and do more. So that's when I bought your guys' program. I was like, well, honestly, $300 is no big deal, like in the grand scheme of investing in yourself.
Totally.
So like that's one client. So let's do it. So I did it, and I've never felt so good about purchasing something and like seeing the actual results. It's like unreal. And like
that makes me so happy.
The only hiccup I've had is like the new inbox thing has kind of been messing me up. But like I haven't watched the new training on that. I don't know if you've been over that, but it was pretty new. So but I've just been finding other ways. And a really cool thing that I have to my advantage is that I pull students out all the time because they trust me, and I get to do funner things with them, and use it just to get, you know, full paying clients who want them. So,
that's all. Yeah, and then of course now you're attracting your dream clientele, which is amazing. So what would you say was your biggest like light bulb moment takeaway from everything you've learned?
Honestly, just like not standing in my own way and being afraid that it wasn't going to happen for me because I didn't look a certain way, or like, like I'm not, you know,
you're not a hair influencer, you know. I was gonna say, I was like, you don't have the hat.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know, I didn't feel like that was me, and I didn't want to like change myself to be something that I wasn't. I was like, my clients are cool and they love me for who I am. I just need to like broaden my audience. So I really think just having the confidence, and then the scheduling everything out, and like just taking the schedule, it's been making everything so easy. And just like take a day at the last week of the month, and I do my social calendar for the entire next month.
Awesome.
And like some stuff gets moved around sometimes, but like
just to know that it's there, you know. I feel that we are very similar, like with your story and everything. We seem to have very similar personality types, and I'm the same way. Like if it's not written down somewhere, or like it's not happening, I need to like physically see it and be like, oh yeah, okay, that's what I'm doing, and then just kind of go from there. So I totally understand, but you're like giving me goosebumps. It makes me feel so happy because whenever I ask people that question, you know, a lot of people say, you know, the ads, you told us to do this or whatever. But when people say things like, you know, it was the motivational portion, or just like realizing that like it's the inside that you really got to do the work, and then everything else will kind of fall into place. So that makes me really happy, because all I ever wanted was to help people and to just leave a tiny little mark on the industry if I could. So I'm really glad that people are taking it.
Like, I was like, oh, she's like normal, cool, like me. Like, I felt like I could identify with you and your clientele. And like, I was like, she moved to a place that like isn't a metropolis. Like it's not New York or San Francisco. And like, she was able to just pick it up from scratch. And so it really motivated me. This is actually, it's 2020. So this is my 11th year doing hair.
Awesome.
And I just, you know, sometimes you can get caught up on like how people who haven't been doing hair as long as you like hit a quicker path to a, you know, something that looks really great.
Yeah.
But just like really readjusting my expectations for myself, and then just putting down what I want to do really helped me.
Yeah.
And so I'm still working through the program and still implementing a lot of stuff. And I'm just making time for my creative stuff, which I've had on the back burner for a couple years. So I'm gonna shoot for Naha this year. So I'm really excited.
I love that. Good, congrats. Good for you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, because I feel every year I feel like I tell myself I'm going to do it and I don't do it. So I hope I can't wait to see it. But lastly, awesome. Lastly, if you know you had someone in the industry come up to you and be like, "Who the heck are Jenna and Corey. What is Fill Your Books? Would you recommend it? Would you tell them you don't like us? What would you say?
100%. And I'm gonna start like tagging you guys more and stuff, because I tell people like this program is incredible and it's all what you put into it. So if you just actually, I have like a whole spiral notebook, and like it's like a class for me. I like sit down, do my lecture, you know, I'm taking super detailed notes, and like that's really helped me just really implement everything that I think I just didn't know how to get it organized and get it all looking the right way. Because even just little tweaks on my profile and just seeming approachable has really like brought a lot more opportunities, and like clients are
so awesome.
becoming easier, and I'm like, thank you.
Yes, that is so awesome. And speaking of approachability, again, thank you for saying that also, because that's also my number one thing. I'm like, I don't want people to be scared of me, because I know the feeling of being scared to talk to someone. So I don't want them to be scared to talk to me.
And then definitely, I was like, you know what? I should do that interview thing. I was like, yes, you need to engage more. So yes, do it.
I'm definitely an introverted extrovert as well, so I feel the pain. But thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. Do you have any other last words that you want to leave anybody with?
Just don't give up and just keep on the grind, because the hard work, it pays off. So as long as you're putting the work in, it'll always pay off.
Yes, I love it. I'm going to leave you guys with that because it was awesome. I hope to see you inside of the inner circle, whoever's watching this, and we will chat soon.